So before I talk about things I want to talk about in this video, I first want to show you this new dress that I've got. You can't see the color in the video, but it is the luminous lime greeny, bright color that I love. My favorite kind of color. Watch it. And it's long, so it's too long for me. I don't like dresses that are this long. But I'm going to use the strap to pin that there and there, and then you go like that, and then suddenly it turns into a nice dress. I really like how that looks. If I can just get, I've got the cord for this. I'll use the extension cord for this. Pin one there and one there, and then use it to tie. And I think it looks quite nice like that. Like that, it's a bit too long. But yeah, if you just pin it on like that, then suddenly it turns into a much nicer dress. And I want to show my fish tank. A bit messy around here, but these are all my fishies. I've upgraded the tank. I've gone for a bigger tank, so I've got all the little neon ones down there, and um, and then just loads. I think there's actually about 27 in there. And I did have two babies the other day, and I've let them go, and then I've realised that one of them has actually been eaten. So I put the other one back in the cup. I'm trying to save the babies as much as I can. Anyway, so today I want to talk about again the coronation, because it's just really it's bugging me because I don't know who knows about me, but I feel like a lot of people know. A lot of people in Hollywood, a lot of people in the film industry and the music industry, and I'm pretty sure the royal family kind of do know about me. No, I'm sure the royal family do know about me because of things that happen with the Queen, like being taken to Giles Church, and I don't know. I feel like if there's a bunch of people who know about me, surely they would tell the Queen of the country or the King of the country what's going on. Some big event is coming. It affects the Christian church in a massive way. Why? Because I'm completely against them, and they're not worshiping me, never have. Watching this ceremony kind of did remind me of kings in the past, using God's name to try and glorify themselves by being like, God has anointed, God has allowed this, God has made this happen. And it's just like, well, actually, God just has to choose someone. And I don't think the kings and queens are actually people that God likes. I think they're just people that represent kind of the average person. Do I like Henry VIII? No, he was a wife murderer and did all sorts of terrible things. But my higher self knows, made the timeline, and even though the future is going to be so much better, before pressing play on the timeline, she would have still gone back and chosen these people. Did she choose did I choose Henry VIII to be the king because I liked him? No, that's not. I think he just represented the average person back then who was a wife murderer and a terrible person. And King Charles, I have nothing against him. I have not huge amounts for him. But then again, that is how I feel about society today. I choose to live in isolation because I don't really like the average person here. I think they're a bit boring. I love film and music, and you listen to music, the songs and stuff. You get so much personality, so much character, and so much interest. These are the people that I like. These are the people that I feel have so much spark and can really draw the entrance. These are the people that I like. And kings and queens, they're just kind of like just representations of the average society. And well, I say I don't like England, but then again, I'm thinking about all the other countries. And I'm like, do I like them anymore? Probably not. So I don't know. To say that I don't like England is just means that I would hate all the other countries probably even more. I say I want to go to America and I really like it there, but yeah, when I actually went to LA, I was kind of like, I think I actually rather stay in my hostel. That's how amazing Hollywood was. That the cheap hostel seemed to be the the best place to stay. But anyway, I don't know. I just know that if the monarchy is going to stay, which I support it, I really think the ceremony should have nothing to do with God. You can thank God for putting your soul and choosing your soul to be the next in line or whatever. But yeah, this thing kind of annoys me because they basically got all the priests to just say we're doing this in his name, and then calling God a he, like almost all of them. I was listening I just had a quick listen now just to see how many times the word he was used for God, and it was a lot of them. And it's kind of winding me up. God's not a he, God's a she. I hate being called a God. If you're calling God a he, you're just basically say, worshipping some god that's not real, some fantasy fiction. And yeah, if you're to be king, or been crowning yourself king, and you know that God is on earth, I mean, surely someone must have told him. If there's a huge number of people in Hollywood who know about this, all the singers and celebrities who are who are doing things, I believe there's so many people that know. So how could the crown, how could the king not know about these things? And then if he does know, then why has he just done a ceremony all about worshipping, the he god, and getting crowned with the authority of the he god? And I don't know, in a way, I kind of feel like maybe it's setting up in preparation for a show that's going to be against me. I don't know, but anyone that calls God a he is just winding me up. And yeah, this was pretty much a this would kind of be a slap in the face if they knew that God was a she. If they don't know, um, well, why don't they know? And because I'm pretty sure thousands of people do know. I don't know who knows. I don't know what the single celebrities know. I don't know if they're watching my videos. I mean, there's quite a lot of them, so I wouldn't expect that. But someone knows, and I'm pretty sure. I don't know why they don't know, and I'm sure they do know. So I'm confused. But yeah, I know that I need to get onto some sort of worldwide Big Brother, and I keep fantasizing about it. And yeah, I know that part of this show is going to just get people to. I know there's going to be a positive show and a negative show. One positive show, which is just showing things how it is, with me telling things how I believe, and not showing support, but showing promotion, and just getting people's thoughts, and a realistic take on whether or not I could be right. And then you'll have a negative show where people are kind of worshipping. People, you could have a dark show where you get lots of people that just keep calling God a he, and just saying that this is bullshit. Anna's not Christ, or Anna's not God. Of course not. And it would be cool if there's like a group of people that just round up all the Christian YouTube channels that believe in Jesus, and they get them to sort of insult me too. I can't wait to see those shows. I think that would be amazing. I'm seeing loads of Christian channels that say King Charles is the Antichrist because of this, that, and the other, and you listen to their reasons, and you just think, yeah, I'm pretty sure his whole ceremony was in favor of Jesus, and God the Father. So why do you think he's the Antichrist if he's he's promoting God the Father in such a heavy way, and stuff? And so it's just, if people who are Christian are against themselves and against other people that also worship what they worship, and they don't realize it because they're just too busy enjoying the fact of putting other people down. I think they don't really care who they're putting down, as long as it's not themselves that they're putting themselves down. Which are one of the reasons why I don't like Christians very much, because they're against everything, including themselves. But yeah, it would be interesting if King Charles wanted to get involved in some way in I don't know. I mean, from that ceremony, I'm guessing that he wants to get involved in the negative way, or on a show that is against me, which is fine. But yeah, it is. It doesn't bother me whose side he's on, because at the end of the day, I'm God whether you believe it or not. I'm God whether you want to insult me or not. I don't give a shit what people think, because at the end of the day, I am God, and there is no other God other than me. And but yeah, it's a little bit weird how it was almost like it was a declaration: I'm choosing whose side I'm on, and I'm choosing to be on God the Father's side and on Jesus's side. So I don't have any reason to not like him, but I feel like this ceremony is actually a reason to not like him, because he's basically got a bunch of people together to announce that God is a he, and to show his loyalty to him, which is not me. And it doesn't bother me, because I'm I I'm for destruction, and the more people worship the false god and the false Christ, the more destruction is going to happen. So either whoever side you're on, it doesn't bother me at all, as long as I get to have my say. And I'm concerned that what happens if I don't get to have my say? Um, you know, maybe it will be just after I die. I feel like the answers are going to come this year. It's been 10 years that I've known this about I've known, can't even speak, 10 years that I've known about this for. And um, yeah, if nothing happens this year, then I've got a feeling it's not going to be announced in my lifetime, but that doesn't mean that it's not the truth.